Good evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a good Monday. Hope your days at work didn't go too bad. This evening's news here. First up is this is going to be a bit of a long video today. Surprisingly, got a good, decent amount of sleep, a few hours here. But the first news story is from AmericanMilitaryNews.com. The Air Force has gone woke. Our fears are being realized. Our military's been taken over by the psychos and the drag queens, unfortunately. It says here Air Force hosts drag show at kid friendly diversity inclusion festival on base. The U.S. military's joint base Langley Eustis. I don't even care if I'm mispronouncing it anymore because they're doing this stuff, trying to get our kids involved to be okay with this, trying to get us to be okay with this. It says here, according to the event's website, the festival included a number of guest speakers and performances, including a drag show by Joshua Kelly, aka Harpy Daniels, the Navy drag queen. Organizers encouraged children to attend the festival, advertising that there would be bouncy houses and base painting for the children. I don't know about you all, but there's no way I would ever allow my son to attend this, for them to try to indoctrinate him, to confuse him, lie to him. It's bad enough the CDC's doing that as well on their website. And I'll explain that here in a little bit. There's a story on the Epic Times. It says here, sorry. The festival's stated goal was to provide education, increase collaboration through outreach efforts, and recognize the diverse composition of JBLE. In other words, this promote the adults doing fairy tale time, trying to make it real life, is what it is. And I don't care who doesn't like what I just said. I say what I need to say. Truth is the truth. I don't care what your feelings are. JBLE posted several photos from the event on its official Facebook page, but the base did not include any images from the drag show. No, because they'll be ridiculed. I would be one of them. There's a big space here. It's not loading up on the site for some reason. I don't know why. It says here, today the Breaking Barriers Alliance of Joint Base Langley Eustis put on the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Summer Festival. The festival was a time for members of the community to learn about and celebrate the many people that make Team JBLE the rich, diverse, and strong team that it is. Let me just state, China and Russia seeing this alone, it's no wonder they're bullying. Russia's going into Ukraine. China's getting ready to hit Taiwan because of crap like this. You're not going to be able to see much of the words. But this stuff, this kind of crap is why they're hitting those places. And if this keeps up, if we don't straighten this up quickly, they may hit us while they're doing that. We're already in a recession. I've stated that before. We're in a recession. I don't care what the mainstream media says. I don't care what Washington, D.C. says. We're in a recession. Whether they try to come up with a new definition for it or not, the real definition, we're in a recession. That's AmericanMilitaryNews.com. Next story I have here, TheTrueDefender.com. Says here, Florida Democrat threatens small business owner for hanging sign for GOP candidate at his diner. There's a video here. I'll read you the story first, and then we'll show the video. It says here, one U.S. Representative, Lois Franker, was recorded harassing and threatening a small business owner in West Palm Beach, Florida. The Democrat was furious that the diner would display a flyer for her Republican opponent Deborah Adme, which, the way she possibly reacted, I probably would do the same. It says here, the campaign poster includes a line that reads, "Retire Lois Frankel." No, not 10 minutes later did Lois come crashing through the door, says Klein. She didn't come to eat because she comes with her elderly mother when she comes to eat. It's a whole different mindset. She came in looking around with her dark sunglasses. She was looking for that picture. Finally, she found it, says Klein, and she started freaking out. Klein says he could hear Frankel yelling from the back of the restaurant and came out after she asked to see the owner. The remainder of the altercation was caught on video by Klein's son. Watch. Oh, this should be interesting.
Exactly. What you doing? I'm not allowed. You think I'll take a walk? You gotta say it. You put it down. Stop it. I'm just going to tell you that I was like, I'm telling you, I'm going to take this out. Never come in. No, I'm not coming in. Why should I? You're telling me to come into my business? So you have a right. I have a right to have an abortion. I'm never coming in. That's all.
Thousand Island, no blue cheese, no tomato, add provolone.
Talk about a sore loser. And the election hasn't even happened yet. So I'd say she's afraid of getting beat here. Sorry, looking at the mess around this room, particular room here. It's my weight room, my storage room, my office. I got to get organized a little bit here. But I didn't necessarily plan on doing all this, but I feel that the better the information gets out and gets to everybody, the better off, the more informed everybody is, the better off this country's going to be. So hopefully we can get this spread out more. And as much as I hate to do this, I may just go ahead and put this video on YouTube. They'll probably delete it and take it down because of the content that's being put on here. But I'm just reading the news. I know how people feel about, people reading facts and stuff to them, but hopefully it, one thing I've learned is if it triggers the left, you're doing alright. And no, I don't apologize for that. Get triggered all you want to. I don't care. Next up here is from the GateWayPundit.com. It's an update elections operative who deleted Maricopa database before machines were turned over to auditors did not have proper access to room. Knew exactly what to delete. And there is a video after the story here. Okay, it says here Brian Ramirez in the Maricopa County server room alone before he deleted the server database before the government audit. We just learned that Brian Ramirez's identity this past weekend. The elections operative who deleted the Maricopa County elections database before the equipment was turned over to auditors has been identified. In the video below, an employee is seen alone in the server room in violation of county elections policy. When walking out of the server room, he also appears to be using a cell phone in the unauthorized area. The employee has now been identified as Brian Ramirez for the third time. We'll just go straight down to the video here. Before that, it says here the person who access key that he obtained is Christy Passarelli's. There's a picture here. Not sure how well you can see that. My camera's not the greatest, but it's better than the other stuff they used to use. My phone. Let's see here. Try to get it focused. There you go. Yeah. That's her. And here is the video. Did I not play it? Oh, it's updating. Okay. For whatever reason. There you go. I'm trying to get this to a good angle so you guys can see it. GatewayPundit.com. There's the video up. You see there, he's Ramirez with the machines deleting the data. Apparently he's not an authorized to be in there, and you have to have at least one other person with you, and you're not supposed to be using your cell phone while in there either, apparently, I guess. I'm not entirely aware of Maricopa County's laws, but I would imagine that that's a sensitive area. Alright. Next up here is renewedright.com, or from renewedright.com. Anthony Fauci is sweating bullets after Rand Paul made one promise. Well, Rand Paul's been going after him. He's been wanting to go after Fauci for years, for a long time. Because this guy is just the most arrogant, ignorant doctor I've ever seen in my life. I mean, to establish yourself as science, as if there's no other opinions out there that's worth a damn, that's ignorant. I hope he gets what's coming to him. I hope the GOP takes the Senate and the House and we get this stuff taken care of. As long as we get the right people in the Republican Party. And they don't get away with another cheat again. A couple more here. Alright, got from the Daily Wire here. Hopefully it doesn't reload and kick me out of the story I was in. It did. Shouldn't be too hard to find though. Hang, give me 1 second here. Guys go through stories like nobody's business. Not quite sure where it went. I hate it when they do that. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I had so many stories and shuffled things around so much, I had a hard time finding the story here. Alright, from the dailywire.com. 61% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. I, unfortunately, am one of them. So, yes. But inflation is hitting Americans across the board, according to a new study. On Monday, CNN NBC reported that recent data from Lending Club indicates that in June 2022, 61% of all Americans were living paycheck to paycheck. I can vouch for that, including 36% of those earning more than $200,000 a year. That figure is up from 55% from the year before for all Americans. It's thanks to Biden and his cronies. This is ridiculous. That story was done by Tim Meads from dailywire.com, and that was today. You can read it all on their site. I don't think they charge you anything to read the stories. It's just for the content they provide, which I highly recommend. And that's from Daily Wire. The next one is going to be a combination from Timcast and New York Post, because New York Post has the video. Sorry, people blowing up my phone. Alright, doesn't have anything to do with my son. Okay. From timcast.com. China posts threatening video after Pelosi trip to Taiwan confirmed. It says here tensions are escalating in the South China Sea after China posted a threatening military video in response to confirmation that United States House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will visit Taiwan. I'm not sure how many people would be very heartbroken to see Nancy Pelosi go. I don't wish ill on anybody, but although on the downside, Biden would use that as an excuse to go to war with China. Maybe. Maybe. If not him, then Congress would, which is who's supposed to declare war, not the president. It says here, at least that's what I read. Congress has to be in support of it and has to vote on it. The United States president is not supposed to have that much power, to be perfectly honest. At least that's what I've heard. I could be wrong on that. Apparently things have changed to where he has all kinds of power now. So it says here, China's People's Liberation Army posted a video on social media platform WeChat showing land, sea, and air assets being deployed in simulated combat. The latest move follows a week of harsh rhetoric with China at one point threatening to shoot down Pelosi's plane. If U.S. fighter jets escort Pelosi's plane into Taiwan, it is invasion, said Si Jin, a former Chinese army officer. So there's a chance that Pelosi will get shot at if she tries to go to Taiwan. And I did misspeak. I'm not sure if the thing about the president has changed or not. I'll have to look that up and get back to you guys. But here's the one from the New York Post. Here's the video that corresponds with the story from timcast.com. Let's see if we can get this to play. Oh, right there. That was an ad. I hate these.
You heard the reports. The reports are that she will be in Taiwan tomorrow night. What do you make of the back, the forth, and the back again?
Well, I think that's likely, and it certainly is the right decision. I mean, this got off on the wrong foot, and that's unfortunate because it led to much more of a story, but even more of a crisis. When it began,
sorry, I pretty much got to do this myself. I don't have any hope.
Story that the speaker was going to make an unscheduled, unannounced stop in Taiwan, similar to how senior officials have gone to Iraq, Afghanistan, and even Ukraine, unannounced and likely unscheduled in terms of public notification. So that made the story much larger. And then secondly, when the president intervened and sort of threw water on this by saying, well, the military doesn't seem that it's the right thing to do, well, that made it a huge story because now we have the president disagreeing with the speaker who's making a visit, and it incentivized the Chinese, Bill, to really come on strong because they saw an opportunity.
Biden's weak. The administration's weak. China knows it. Russia knows it. Everybody knows it. They're making us weak. It's really sad. Get to that another time. I think that's all for today. Everybody else seems to be covering everything else. I try to get to the stories that nobody else had time to cover. But that is all I have for you guys this evening. I hope you enjoy your Monday afternoon, and we'll catch you guys next time. God bless. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye.